cells understand that they have a cycle. They have a point of resting and they have a point where they are full of activity. Your cells are never excessively active or excessively aggressive. So they're never working so freaking hard that they burn themselves out and are just spit and end up just letting the flame go before it even started burning hard. And yet they're never really being too set back either. So they know that there is a solid ground between the two. And that's really, really hard to apply to your daily life because we have this essence of time. We have this idea that because the hours and the hours on the clock keep going up and up and up, that means we have less and less and less and less time. So we think it's not okay to just sit back when we have hours to spare. We gotta get shit done. It feels weird when we have nothing to do, when we don't have work to do, when we don't have someone to go hang out with. We feel like we always have to be one-ing up each other. We always have to be proving we can work harder, proving that we're smarter than the next kid in class because I write a bigger paper, because I read a bigger book. We don't have to do this excessiveness, like all of this stuff. We don't have to be excessively hardworking, but you also don't have to be so damn lazy that you're still the 42-year-old living in your parents' house. Your cells understand that there's a fine line in between the two. You need to understand that there's a fine line in between the two as well. Next is the notion of the efficiency. This has to do kind of with the last one, with the excessive working / excessive laziness. This has to do with excessive consumption. So what your cells do is they store enough energy for however long they need. That could be 5 seconds because they know that they will always be refueled. You don't need to do excessive eating, drinking, or even breathing. If your cells understand how much energy you need and that they always can rely on you, that's how your body should be. Your body shouldn't ever have to starve. It shouldn't ever have to be so full that it needs to blow up, and you should never be so thirsty you don't know what to do, or you're too thirsty. Just be at peace. The next notion is bonding, and this also has to do with the petri dishes. Okay, so we're gonna bring back that little picture in our heads. A petri dish filled with cells. They all know that they share a common source. They're all cells. It doesn't matter what type of cell. It doesn't matter if they're a blood cell, a brain cell, a skin cell. They all share that common source, which is a cell. So they see each other as that. They see, oh wow, you work harder than me because you're a brain cell and I'm just a skin cell, but we're both cells, so we're both awesome. Let's go get lunch sometime. Alright? It's not like, oh shit, you drive a Lambo and I'm driving a slug bug. We can't bond because, No. This petri dish is bonding and expanding and blah, 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 and this one is just dying and gross and depressing and just... If we all see that we all share the same source, which is not only we all have cells, but we're all human beings, it becomes easy. We see each other as equals. We don't see each other as this who has money, who doesn't. That's seriously the only thing people judge each other by. If you have money or if you don't have money. Money rules this freaking world, and as soon as it stops, woo, 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 those are the alarms of happiness. That's what's ringing in my room. A cell can't be an outcast. It just can't. It doesn't even have a choice. And if it does, they see it as a piece of fuzz, and they probably work together to eat it and then just use that for nutrients. But no, I'm being serious. There's no room for being an outcast when you're a cell, so don't be an outcast in your own life. You hear me? You feel me? Just don't. Giving. The primary source of a cell is giving. Whether that's giving nutrients, giving protection, giving, anything. The prime activity that a cell does is it gives. And I think this is one of the most important, it's like a quote / sentence / saying / words put together. This is so, and if you just repeat it and really repeat it until you understand what it means and you kind of get it. This saying is something that you guys need to get tattooed. Total commitment to giving makes receiving automatic. What, Sarah? What did you just say? Okay, I'll repeat myself and I'll kind of slow it down a little bit. Total commitment to giving makes receiving automatic. Wait, Sarah, isn't that kind of like the law of attraction? Whatever you put out, you get back? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, okay, so you're telling me that if I'm always giving, what? Common sense, people, come on. It's not that hard. Just give. Be giving. So number 10 Number 10 is more of one that I don't necessarily completely and 100% agree with, but it makes sense and it connects, and so I'm not going to leave it out, but it's immortality. And basically what it's saying is that cells will pass away in order to pass on knowledge to new cells being born. So if one cell needs to pass away in order for another one to grow and to become, better, it's going to do it. So that's what happens. And so what it's basically saying is generation gaps in humanity you can't do that. So that's what it's kind of saying. So that's saying, like, as a human, you should reproduce just because of the simple notion of expanding the knowledge and passing forth onto future generations things you have learned. So, for example, instead of, let's say, a person who has a negative mindset, doesn't know how to take care of children, doesn't know what respect is, doesn't know what a loving and caring and affection is, and they just pop out children left and right, that's what it's kind of saying, is it's like, cells understand that reproduction is for a reason. It's not just for the enjoyment of sex. They reproduce to share their knowledge, to expand all of the things that they had already learned. They do it as a, hey, I'm such a good teacher, I know I need to spread my message to more humans. And I actually do kind of pretty much really freaking agree with that, but it takes the right person. You have to be the right person to expand your generations to keep it going. So yes, that's basically what this video is about. I'm trying to cut this down to make it short, but it's not going to be short, and I'm sorry, I just had a lot to say. But what I'm really trying to tell you is that our cells are our freaking role models of how to live. All of the things that I just mentioned that cells do without having to think is our choice to apply into our own lives. You don't have to, like I said, it's not a religion. It's really not. It's nothing. I just told you guys all of the facts that your cells do on a day-to-day basis and showed you how you can take your little cells in your petri dish, turn what you see happening inside of your own body, all of this working together awesomeness, and you can try to apply it to yourself to help the world get the same way. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is you don't always have to read books in order to learn all this stuff. Like, you really don't. You don't have to go to seminars. You don't have to take all of these classes. You don't have to do this, that, and the other. Just take a look at what's happening inside of your body and all of the secrets to the universe and how to, like, live and all that shit. It's already happening inside of us. Again, I know in the beginning I said this isn't spiritual, this isn't religious or anything, but our cells are the complete role model of the perfect freaking life, alright? They don't stress, you don't see them becoming depressed, they're just doing their job, working, having a jolly old freaking time. So that's what we need to be doing, alright? If our cells know not to behave in a certain way, if they know not to do this, not to do that on their own, why the hell is it so hard for us to figure it out? Why do we have to have our mom and dads yelling at us, the teachers yelling at us, the cops harping on us, when we know we shouldn't be doing the shit that we're doing? So if our cells know what to do and what not to do, why is it so damn impossible for humans to figure out what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do? So if y'all need some guidance and role models who are actual role models, just take a look at it inside of what's going on inside of yourself. You don't have to compare yourself to some beauty, some millionaire, some rapper, some, supermodel, some freaking whatever. You don't have to compare yourself to their life. You don't have to say, oh, I want to live my life like this. I have to do this, this, this. No, live the way your cells are living and you'll be fine, my friend. Fine. Okay? So, yes. Like I said, selfishness is not an option, is basically what it comes down to. Be giving, be living, no excessive eating, communicate with people, don't be an outcast. Your cells are showing you all that you need to know, people. So just okay. I don't know what's up with like my iMovie or my YouTube or any of what is happening with my life right now, but ever since I updated my fucking computer, it's like, oh yeah, you can't upload anything onto YouTube that's over 15 minutes unless you're a verified YouTuber. What? What the hell do you mean verified? So I gotta be getting paid to teach these people? Okay. So that's also why I haven't been able to post my last video where I talked about friends and, how to make friends. It's not really how to make friends, but it's just about friends, okay? I can't post that because iMovie doesn't want me to. There's an error with freaking YouTube. I edited it from 24 to 14 minutes, so it was under that 15-minute mark. I say as I'm staring at my 29-minute, 32-second video. So, this might be split up into 2 parts. I'm going to figure out how to upload this thing. I don't know how I'm going to be. It might be uploaded into 15 different parts, but I'm sorry these are so long. It's just, It's hard to crunch all this down, especially with my brain. It's hard to make these. It's just hard to make talking videos when you got a brain like me. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to edit this. I'm gonna get it up as soon as I can. All I wanted to say in this video, live life like a cell, and you will be on cloud 9. So I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to me. I'm almost to like 10,000. That's really weird. Really, really, really weird. But I see all of you guys who are supporting me, who are being amazing. So yeah, any suggestions, wants, don't wants, you know, let me know. I'm always available. So, no, I'm not naked, and I'm still getting that. Like, I'm still getting that. Sarah, why are you naked? Why are you naked? I never hot da bando. Yeah, I'm wearing a bandeau. But, yes, thank you for watching this. Go plant some plants. Go water some flowers.